Craziest fashion show experience.
Oh, I have one.
Yeah,
Okay, so for one of the shows that I did, like the top that I wore was not like a top, it was like a scarf. And right before I was about to walk, so I like, no bra. Right before I'm about to like walk on to the thing that just like onto the runway, the designer decides to trade the top, and so I'm getting ready to like walk, and he rips it off me, so I'm just topless, and then throws another one on, and out the door I go. So. That's pretty wild. That's pretty wild.
It just like takes off.
Pretty wild experience.
What's up, TJ?
That's fun. My phone's dying.
Tierra and
TJ Shaw.
Milo.
Let's get more.
More questions. I hope you guys enjoy.
How
your
is working
story.
in the fashion industry at a young age?
Oh, that's for you guys. Someone know.
Yeah, I know too.
I'm the youngest here, and you're the second youngest, right?
No, I'm the oldest out of the teens.
No, you're not.
Or like, you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
No, Kenzie is.
Okay.
Or Alexis.
Well, just let's see.
Okay, so balancing modeling and school is.
It's not really too big of an issue at all.
'Cause
If anything, the younger age makes it easier.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Because like you're in college and it's hard to get like your finals and stuff and studying it. But for high school, I think the more you talk to your teachers about like the help you need and just understand your struggles or something, it's a lot easier on us. So.
Yeah, it hasn't been too much of an issue. Hello, Miss Scamaro. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. DYB voice.
Hi.
Make sure to ask more questions, guys.
Yeah, ask more questions.
Yeah, we're running out of time.
Well,
No,
not
we're
really.
not.
We're like 5 minutes
I
in.
know, but
I'm also on.
Oh,
That's
God.
nice.
Sorry for that zoom
That's
in,
nice.
everybody.
Wait, what she said?
I'm
She said
also.
she's also
Oh, yay.
That's
that's
cool.
nice.
Yeah. As far as a young age, I haven't had
Will y'all
an
be
issue.
doing New York Fashion Week in September?
Yes.
Not all of us. I think
Some models,
I know
we're going.
a lot of like the
going to
20s.
Wait, what's the question?
New York Fashion Week in September.
They said there was a few people doing it, but I
Yeah,
don't
there's
know.
some people going to up to New
I
York.
know Chase is doing it. What's his name?
I don't know who's doing it.
He started a show.
There's like a few in our agency that
there's a couple
are.
I feel
Who's
starts with a J.
Shortest height. He's very.
We're all.
We're all various heights. He's super good about taking like all.
It's an equal opportunity agency, so we take anyone really.
Hugo, how tall are you?
Yeah, I think the shortest guy. I'm 5'6".
Yeah.
I'm the shortest guy. But like, yeah, don't make that like.
guys
Don't
been
let that get in the
first,
way.
That is not
a
problem,
few of our
yeah.
models have been to Fashion Week. Personally, I haven't. I think you have to be 18 to go there, right?
Yeah, you have to be 18 to go to Fashion Week. There is an exception. I think they do it, but like it's like very.
Yeah,
rare.
like one of our models is 17 in New York, and she's done a couple of shows.
What's the latest you have been told that you have a show the next day? I think hours like before you're supposed to be on set.
Like the night before.
Like the same day.
Yeah.
Like it can even be like the same
I'm
day.
so
Like I got a
Yeah.
call and like he was basically like,
Gunner's outside.
I need to hear back from you as soon as possible because like it's between you and another model for tomorrow. And I was like, okay, like I'll be there.
Like he'll call you and be like, hey, in 2 hours, I got you thing, get on set.
Or normally it's like a day or two or like days in advance.
Yeah,
But
most
it
of
can
the time.
happen that it's like hours.
Yeah, it
before
can.
You have to be there.
How can I get modeling agencies to notice me?
Just keep your page not on private.
Yeah,
Keep
they're
it public.
looking like when they're.
Yeah.
If you're
People,
send in like applications, like.
She says she's like sending a
agencies
lot of.
definitely
try to
will
go to,
notice
like,
you, but
open
you just don't know
calls.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, and as far as like your page, when it's public, the professional shots, it's not something, he said he doesn't really look for that because he
They
could find
love
that easy.
personality.
Yeah, make
It's
sure
a
they're
lot
not
of
like
personality.
make sure they're not
Like,
edited. Make sure they're not like all like super Facetune, or make sure you show like natural beauty because that's what they want to see, so they can work on that.
Because
How do you
like they can
prepare
do like Facetune and stuff like for pictures.
they
Like
can
they
do
want to
that.
see what they're like.
They wanna see
Yeah,
the
you
raw
don't
beauty.
want to do that.
Yeah.
How do you prepare for Fashion Week?
That's what we're doing today.
Yeah, we
Basically.
It's
Yeah.
model
It's a lot of training.
It's training.
Yeah, we come in for trainings. We do runway practices, and we do
Runway,
that.
taking measurements.
And then when Fashion Week comes up, it's just it's like an hour, 2-3 hour long lines just to get your like 10-second walk in, and that's about it.
That's my fun.
How did y'all get signed to EI Models?
Had a what?
I went to the open call.
Yeah, I think we all went to the open call.
Tell about the line and everything. It's an experience.
So
Have you
I
ever
showed
walked-
up and then the line was all the way outside. So we waited a couple minutes and then I think Albert called my name and he was like, Chalita, you can come on in now. And then there was another line inside and I was
Yeah,
like,
me
okay,
and you
more
were
waiting.
right next to each other.
Yeah, more waiting. So we waited and then we walked and then you get to the director's table and they just talk. And
For
you
maybe
give them,
a minute.
yeah, like less than a minute.
You
And
have to
then
make an impression.
if they like you or they're interested, they go take your pictures inside this
Yep.
room actually.
Personality is a huge
Yes.
thing. It's not just looks. It's like actually making an impression on whoever you're in front of.
Because posing and walking can like be taught, but being like likable and outgoing and like
Yep.
easy to work with, like that's a little bit more difficult to learn.
Laugh on demand.
Shui J has a really good question.
Yeah, have you ever walked a show or been forced to walk in spite of being sick? I'm not sure.
No, some models have done it.
Yeah.
Destiny actually.
Oh, really?
Is it forceful?
They haven't seen my face.
This is Albert.
I'm Albert. So one of our models, actually Destiny, her first show that she booked for New York Fashion Week, which was Chromat. This was about maybe like 4 seasons ago. She was very sick as a dog. Actually, she had the flu, and she still got up, made it to her call time backstage for New York Fashion Week for the show, and she still walked with the flu and a fever.
The show must go on.
To show, yeah.
Well, a lot of
And
times
you
you
do
never,
that
you would
too,
never
like-
notice. You would never notice the way she killed that runway.
A lot of times,
Yeah.
like you wanna work.
I'll go
So
back
like
out.
even if you're sick and you can like manage, like you wanna be there because like for the experience, like it's
Yeah.
fun. Like you don't wanna let a client down.
Speaking of experience, Hit Spain asked, do you need to have experience? No, not at all.
No.
Nah,
No.
Whatsoever.
Inexperienced models, I think, were preferred. Is that right?
Yeah, inexperienced models. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all training. Even if you
Uh-huh.
know stuff, there's always training to do so you can get better, improve.
How old are y'all? I'm 15, I think.
I'm 16.
I'm 14.
Oh, I just turned 20 yesterday.
I'm 23.
Who are your favorite clients to work with? There's not
Oh.
particularly a favorite.
They're fishing.
Fishing.
We
yeah,
can
we
say
can
that.
answer that.
We're
Why are
ready-
you
we're
all so
ready for
gorgeous?
anything.
I don't know, but thank you.
Thanks to
that's
who?
a compliment.
Lisa.
Literally.
Lisa,
Friends.
thank
Shout her out.
you.
Chalita, you're so young.
When
Thank
is the
you.
next open call? Do pageants count
It's-
as experience for modeling?
Open call is gonna be early October.
Early
Yes.
October.
And some models will be there to help guide.
She asked,
Do
do pageants
pageants
count as experience for modeling?
Not necessarily. There's two different kinds. Pageants is a little different from traditional modeling. Does it kind of go hand in hand? It can, depending on what modeling they want to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, it really
Wish
just
I was
depends.
there instead of
Yeah,
Baker.
just tell, like you said before, be willing to be open to learning more.
Yeah.
How can I join your agency? So
Come
on,
to an open call.
Yeah,
yeah, you can come
and
to an
also
open call.
submit online or
Yeah,
DM.
I believe
online.
Yeah.
I believe on the page there is a link to submit online.
Let them know we're going to be checking online submissions all starting next week and the week after for the next 2 weeks.
And you don't
And
have to
DMs.
submit twice. We definitely
Yes.
got your submission.
Do you all have any models you look up to for inspiration? Yes. For example, I really look up to Naomi Campbell
Oh my god.
Of course.
Yes.
and Ducky Thought.
Yes.
How was your first photo shoot experience with the agency? You
Oh, it was a
Oh,
lot of
yeah.
fun.
It's
Yeah.
fun.
I had a lot of
It's
fun.
fun.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
It's kind of just like being yourself, but in putting that work that you've been working on, like the trainings.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It's not like you're pressure or anything.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Especially because over makes it feel like very like you're at home.
Stupid but genuine question, really. It's not stupid, it's fine. When at a fashion show, where do you keep your personal stuff, like your outfits and bags? I think you have a
It's not like a
hotel.
backstage,
I
is
think
it?
you have a room.
Like you have,
It
it
depends.
depends. Like some
depends on
areas,
what
like
show.
you'll be able to like spread out and bring like a suitcase of stuff, and other things. Like I have a show this week where they're like bring very minimal things because backstage is very crowded and like there's gonna be a ton of people. So
But it's a really good question. How do you dress to come to open call? Normally like very
black.
Basically, like-
blacks,
black on black.
jeans.
Black, and then at least 4 inches of heels. If not, you
Nude or
don't
black?
actually need it. Yeah.
No platforms.
Closer, yeah.
How
Pumps.
about if you're overseas? If you're overseas, I'm not really sure how that would work.
That's
Take a
more
boat.
of a that really just kind of depends on that kind of scenario. Have we ever signed a model overseas yet? No, we have not. Are we opposed to that opportunity? No. Just tell them to send a submission. You just never know. Tell them to
Yeah,
send a
just
submission.
submit. You never know, like Albert said. You never know.
Because we do have casting directors that we know of that live in Europe.
Oh, this is a good question. What should you have in your modeling bag?
That is a good question.
Wait, make sure you shout out their name before you say the question.
Okay.
M4 toe.
That was from
Yeah.
M4
And
toe.
for toe.
So in your model bag, usually some spare
lot of-
clothes, shoes,
He's
snacks,
got his model
water,
bag.
Yeah,
charger.
look at you.
And it could be a duffel bag or a
So it's like
suitcase.
mouthwash,
Different-
Yeah,
toothbrush,
you gotta show
hygiene.
them. It's like they
Different
can't
like
see that.
underwear.
chapstick,
Hold on.
foundation, this is all this kind of stuff. For like,
We'll model them for you.
Get your foundation.
You're gonna want toiletries,
Lotion? I think that's lotion. There you go.
toiletries, basic makeup.
A lot of
you
hygiene.
need like razor blades and stuff like that. Deodorant.
Fragrance-free deodorant.
Yeah, toiletries.
Yeah, and like clear deodorant.
Oh yeah, you want to
Yeah.
clear.
Clear.
Non-
And-
So you should bring like, I don't have them with me right now, but you should bring
some
like,
boots.
A
if
lot of
you're a
water.
female, you should bring platform heels. Is that
No.
classic?
No
bring,
platforms.
bring classic heels,
Yeah.
nude, black, all different kinds of underwear. You don't know.
Thank
No perfume. Don't
Strapless
bring
bras.
perfume. Strapless
Thank you
bras.
guys for sure.
Thank you.
Um,
Always thank your clients after you get done.
Oh yeah, thank you cards. If for girls, like for shoes, if a shoe doesn't fit, bring like little things that you can put in the back to make them fit or non-slip.
Just like white t-shirts if you have them. And this is the moisturizer for hair. And that's all.
Yeah, basic toiletries. If you're signed with the agency, he'll give you a little checklist.
Also, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever do a job but not get paid? I don't think you get paid for New York Fashion Week.
There's a lot of
Some
jobs.
shows
yeah.
do pay.
There's like
It depends.
some
Yeah.
pay, some don't. Commercial is kind of what pays. Editorial is more just.
Yeah.
And we'll put our usernames in the thingy, so
Oh,
you
yeah.
can
I
follow
am
us.
Chance__N.
Can somebody put mine in there? My phone's dead.
Yes.
I'm starring Hugo.
I'm Dreamy IRL.
Maddie.Hazelwood.
What's your thing?
I
Is
just
it
don't
okay
know.
to have acne?
Say their name. Say their name.
Hit Spain asked, is it okay to have acne?
We're not opposed to it as long as they're willing to see a dermatologist to find out what's the best skincare regimen for them. Because clients are, if they have really bad acne, a client may not want to book them. Because client loves models with really good skin, especially for models that are doing beauty ads. You have to have really beautiful, flawless skin.
And everybody gets like a pimple or two.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
not like, oh, you're never gonna like make
Yeah.
it. Like
Yeah, that's fine.
it's just make sure you're drinking water, cleaning your face,
Water
taking
is
care
Care
of
of
yourself.
your stuff, yeah.
Stay hydrated.
And is it okay to have braces?
Shri
Yeah.
Jure.
What? Shout their name.
Shri Jure.
Read your eggs.
Yeah.
Sorry if I pronounced that wrong.
Is it okay to have
I
braces?
think so, right?
Yeah.
I texted you about that.
There's
Yeah.
definitely like, yeah, you're about to get them.
Yeah.
Me too. Yeah, within the month.
Oh, she said, the same girl, I think, Shri Ray. I'm Indian. Do I still have a chance of getting scouted by you?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
course.
definitely.
Definitely.
Yes.
That is a
Of course.
yes.
Adriel asked, what is a model bag? It's basically just a bag with all your essentials that you'll need on set in case if anything
Cards.
were to happen.
You'll take them to casting calls.
And Shri Jure asked, how long have we been modeling? I just started modeling at the beginning of this year, so.
I was born into it.
Yeah.
I did it my whole life. I just got signed.
I've been modeling for 4 years, but this like is the first agency that I've actually been able to do a lot with. So.
I started around in 3rd grade, so 7 or 8 years old, but once again, this is the first serious note I've taken into.
I actually started when I was
How do-
4,
yeah,
but I
comp cards
quit
work,
and then
okay.
I came back to
I
it.
started.
Can I grab my
I
comp
just
card?
started.
Okay.
Oh, and for
How does your
those-
comp cards
yes,
look
I
like?
think she's grabbing them.
It's
Yeah.
double-sided and it's 8x10 glossy or matte or one of them.
Comp card.
So this is my comp card. It's like a headshot, like a
You'll
full
get
body with like a bunch of information on the bottom.
You have to
Mine's
get a
in
new
my
one
bag.
actually
Yeah,
because
'cause
yours
the
the
black,
black.
yeah.
Yeah.
The black clash, but
Shri
You
Jure,
guys
irrelevant,
travel.
but my name goes Shri as in
Oh yeah, we do travel.
Life,
as
life,
in
life
car,
con
right.
says that you guys travel.
Shri Car.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
some
Yeah.
models do.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, bro.
yeah bro. We travel. Wait, are you talking about travel as in like for modeling or like just traveling as in
Yeah.
like?
Yeah,
fun?
so yeah, because some models do get the opportunity to like
Yes,
go to
for
New
both.
York to do like Fashion Week and editorials. Some models have the opportunity. We take. You can talk about. Well, none of you guys have done it yet here, but I'll talk kind of off camera. But yeah, some of the models in the agency get the opportunity to do fun test shoots out of town. We went as far as to Chicago before on a Chicago trip to do test shoots. Yeah, we've done New York test shoots up there with models.
You
We've
guys just
done Panama City
Jekyll
Beach.
Island.
Jekyll Island.
Yeah, well, no, I don't say that. I don't say that one.
Oh.
People get like, what's that place? You know, we have been to an island before. Actually, 2 different ones. In Panama City Beach as well.
Oh, here, that's a good one. Sri A. Gray. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing it. How do I convince my parents that modeling is a good industry? They seem to believe that to get jobs.
Shri Kare.
Yeah, that is not basically. It's not really
What's
affordable. How did she convince her parents that the modeling industry is a good industry to work on?
That's how would you convince your parents, Chalita, if they would say no?
I don't think you lose money by trying to do it. So
It's definitely an investment, but in the end, it's all worth it. The friends you meet, the people, like
yeah, it's not a
the
crazy
experience. It's a good like opportunity to, I don't know, just to have in your life.
Yeah, like it
You definitely don't have to sleep your way up.
Oh, definitely not.
Oh yeah, no.
That's the least
what they
thing you
ask,
do.
but
Yeah.
Sleep.
yeah, if you ever end up in that situation, no.
I am Derek Moore
Definitely report
asked.
that.
I am Derek Moore asked, how do I join the team? You can submit a submission, I think that's how it's called.
Yeah.
Or you can come to one of the open calls. And then Presley asked, how often do you travel and what's the furthest you had to travel for a modeling shoot? Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Live
Oh,
Fun asked, do you guys let your models go into bigger agencies?
Fishing.
Fishing.
No,
We're
they
not gonna
can't.
say.
Sorry.
M
That's about
Forto
placement that they're talking
What do y'all do in
model boot camp. So I think it's 3 mandatory things and it's once a month and we basically just learn.
The new models, I think,
Yeah.
they're coming in are gonna probably it's gonna be even tougher for them.
Yeah.
They're gonna probably have more mandatory ones.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Today we-
For you
today
can talk
we
about your
did a lot of-
experience though.
Today we did a lot of jumping in front of
Yeah,
mirrors.
we jumped in the mirror.
Yeah,
Oh.
so it's just learning poses, how to walk and runway.
It's also a lot of like having fun and like getting comfortable with
Yeah.
like yourself, like
Mhm.
because it's normal to feel awkward when you're doing something strange, but like it's a lot of just finding confidence.
It's getting out of it, getting out of that comfort zone and making sure that you feel comfortable doing it. So when you are in front of a casting director, you actually do it comfortable. so
Chalita,
they
someone's
cast you.
shouting you out. Who was
Where?
Little Lisa, Chalita, I'm screen recording so I can expose you later.
that? Go ahead.
I knew
Talk
she
back
was
to
gonna-
it.
And then Kane Rose.
Am I a happy? No, I'm not. I'm like Thai.
Kane Rose said, at Dreamy IRL, you're so beautiful.
That's my dad.
Aww.
I was like, who's that?
Shri Kare said, it's so weird for me. All these 14-year-olds of my life, I wanted to be an engineer and now a model. My parents are weirded out. They have the stereotypical thinking that show or glamour business isn't safe.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
I'm assuming she's a
Yeah.
teen. It's understandable. They just want to protect her.
You're super young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like
It can
it's
be
okay.
unsafe.
I say in those kind of
do
cases,
research on your agency.
follow your parents' advice. I'll chime in on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Albert again, for those who don't know. For those who are young that have a parent that doesn't want them to do modeling for now, I say take their advice because they're looking out for your best interest. And when you become of age, when you're 18 and you're able to make your own decisions legally, then if you start interested in modeling, then go ahead and start pursuing modeling. But for now, when you're a minor, unfortunately, you have to follow your parents' rules. But yeah.
But also, like, you allow parents like to be
Yeah.
like with minors at
Yeah, we
all,
do.
like pretty much all times. So
I think at the same time, it's like educating your parents. Some of this comes from like a lack of education of what the actual industry is, and just sitting with them and actually discussing what they're fearful of. Because I did that with my mom. Like my mom was like, no, you don't. She wanted me to be an engineer, so I get that. But it's like educating your parents, and it's actually a good industry that you can grow on.
Yeah,
think it
and
might be
M
fashion.
Forto said,
No.
so if we get signed into EI models in October, do we go straight into boot camp? It's not like within the day. I think it's
Actually, believe it or not, the new models are
Just
going
kidding.
like literally the following week.
Oh,
And they have, I think there's a consecutive, like you guys had yours once a month.
Yeah.
I think there's like every single week.
Oh, this
Yeah,
is, I think
Oh,
there's,
wow.
and they have more training too.
okay.
this question
Yeah.
by
Leave it
Press.
to
It'll
talk
be a
about your
good group.
experience. Yeah.
This question by
Yes.
Presley BL is important. She says, is there any chance for a 5'6" person to become a Victoria's Secret model, runway model, or is commercial model better for the height?
I say let her dreams be limitless. Yeah.
Mhm.
Why? All right. Why limit themselves? They should. Yeah, they should not limit themselves.
There is a lot of like expansion when it comes to like what it's supposed to be standard
Mhm.
for modeling or acting in that matter. So it doesn't really matter that you're that height. Is being comfortable and being confident in what you're doing and knowing that someone's gonna see that and
comfortable
push you
in your own
forward.
skin,
Yeah, and it's like if you're talented, like
Yep.
nobody's gonna be like, no, we don't want this super talented person to be in our show because they're 5'6". Like they're going to give you the opportunity. Like
Especially since like the industry is becoming more inclusive, so
Mhm.
like don't let that stop
Yeah.
you.
Live Fun asked, can your models try out for Victoria's Secret and
Fishy.
things like
Fishy.
Elite?
If the opportunities present itself,
Love your bandana, Hugo.
Thanks.
dating hard.
say their
for
name, shout
models.
them out.
Who
Drew
was
Bear,
that?
Drew Bear 20.
Thank you. Appreciate
Hit
it.
Spain said, OMG Chalita, can you speak Thai?
Well, it's weird. I understand every single like everything about it, but I don't speak it. I
That's
don't know why.
understandable.
Yeah.
Shri Kares asked, is it hard for is dating hard for models because you always have to travel? I think so.
I mean, I haven't had an
Depends.
issue. I haven't really had an issue. Like,
I
it's,
think more of if it's jealousy. I think
it's
that's
just,
it.
yeah, it depends on the person that you're with.
That's a whole type of podcast that we're gonna do later.
Dating on Madeline.
Hit Spain asked, are there many agencies like yours who do not have height requirements?
I think this is one of the few.
Yeah, there are a
Yeah.
few. I've noticed recently there are a few that do sign models without height limits. So EI is no longer the only one. I have to be honest with that. But they're extremely few. We're the only one in Georgia for sure. But yeah,
Shri Jure asks, have you ever been scammed
Shri
by
Jure.
photographers or
That's a good one.
agencies? And how do you prevent that?
Well, if they ask for money up front, it's not
It's
legit.
not.
Yeah.
Vincent says, "Hey, new faces."
Hi, Vincent.
Hello.
So if they ask for money up front, don't sign that contract.
Yeah. Don't sign anything asking for money.
For
Beginning.
photographers, like if you have kind of like we go through Albert for anybody that like we want to work with to make sure that it's a good person to work with.
Live Fun asked, how do the models manage school? It's not too big of an issue, really.
Okay, I'm in college. It's
Yeah.
a
We have
little.
to find time.
It's a little bit like harder with professors, but like it's when you're in a class, like be buddy with your professor, because like I was able to move a final so that I could go work in like a show because my professor liked me. Like it's
Yeah,
all
that's
about
good.
how you're like.
Yeah.
If you act like you want to be in class and be able to do both, like your professors want to work with you.
That's very true.
Yeah, if you're in high school, it's not too big of an issue.
Okay, Lisa asks, how tall is everyone?
I'm
Oh,
5'9".
I'm 5'9".
I'm 5'9".
I'm 5'6".
I'm 5'7.5".
Hit Spain asked, can you pay for college with this career?
If you're a supermodel,
I want to shout out.
Kendall Jenner.
If you get really successful right off the bat.
This is a good question. M Forto. So when you get signed into the agency, does the agency decide whether you should be a runway, editorial, or commercial model? It's kind of just
let's
like.
get into that one.
Do you want to?
No, I'll let you guys.
Oh, it's kind of just like the client kind of decides. Like, I feel like you're not really opposed to us
Yeah.
working in all fields.
Mhm.
It's just like usually a client knows what like they're looking for. Like he has told us like this is more the range that like we're marketing you towards, but.
Shri Jure asks, or no.
Shri Kare.
Okay, I'm sorry. Tips for becoming taller.
I'm 5'3", LMAO.
Drink
Milk, swimming,
Swimming
Swimming
definitely
helps a lot.
pull-ups,
Swimming.
pull-ups.
I also do
Swimming.
this thing. It's called like gravity boots, and I have a pull-up bar in my house,
Yes.
and then you hang upside down literally for like 5 minutes or something,
Mhm.
and you
So
just
what's it
stretch
to
out your
hang upside
entire
down to
body,
get
and it.
taller?
I feel like it
This is
works.
like to be taller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Lindsay.
Live Fun said, what types of questions do you guys ask at an open call? I don't think there was questions. I think the only questions was like, what number are you on the line?
Well, actually, we do ask for some models. Far as like, what's your availability if you were to get signed? Availability is important. Also, how did you find out about EI? Yeah. What do you know about EI? We have some
If
models.
you've ever been with like a different agency, like
Yeah,
I
that's
was
another
before
question.
I came, like I was asked, and then I was asked if like my contract has been like officially terminated. Like, how do I get scouts to notice me online?
Shrika Ray. I don't. If
How
you're,
you guys know to scout me online? That's more of a Marquisha question, and me.
I think
We'll
it's
skip that one
random.
later.
Yeah.
Ask the other guy, Carl.
Carl
Hello.
Berneveau. OMG, hey guys, hi. I'm so excited for the open call when coming in October. Do we just bring digitals or portfolios as well?
We just,
Either or is fine.
yeah. I'm
I
pretty
think I
sure
brought-
most of us just probably
I
brought
brought-
one
I
picture.
brought
Yeah,
a
one
headshot.
picture is
Yeah, I brought a
fine.
headshot.
I brought a headshot.
I brought a
Tell him
That my
though.
mom took.
Actually, I think I might have brought a few and showed them,
Yeah.
and they just kept which one they liked
Yeah.
the best.
Yeah, I say bring a few just so they can have like something to pick from. So I mean, they're gonna see which one looks better. So I'll say have like 3. I brought 3 just a different type of headshots.
Someone said I'm Maddie Hazelwood's biggest fan.
Liz.
Oh, that's. Hey, Lindsay, I'm your biggest fan.
Okay, Lisa asks, how tall is Albert?
I am 5 feet even. I'm a little
is
little
Lisa.
guy. I'm a little guy, so I'm actually exactly 5 feet.
Oh, this is important. Shredder said, have you ever met any transgender models?
We have.
We
some
have,
here.
yeah. We've had many in the past who are no longer with us. The 2 that we have currently now, Asher, who is a trans man, and then we have Callaway, who is a trans woman. And Callaway has walked in New York Fashion Week a few times.
Yeah, Callaway kills it.
I love
he's,
Callaway.
he's always slaying.
What is y'all's eating and exercise routine?
I don't have one.
I eat everything
too.
at all
Yeah.
times.
So
Look at Dustin.
It's just a lot of like taking care of yourself. Like
Oh,
if
wow.
you wanna, like if you feel like you need to be in the gym, like if you feel like you want to eat cleaner, like it's just whatever is making you feel most confident and like the healthiest. Like stay healthy.
Personally,
Yeah, stay healthy, moisturize your face.
Yeah.
Drink a
That's
lot of
important.
water.
personally for me, I stick to a strict 2 chocolate chip pancakes every morning.
Okay.
And
That's
it's been
interesting.
working for me.
How do
Live
I-
Fun asked, do you guys work out together?
No.
Some models actually in the past have, but not you guys.
It's
Actually,
hard.
there's a
We're,
Planet Fitness gonna be open up
I
soon.
know, I saw
Yeah,
that.
So we
we
had to
It
strike
was
a
like
deal with
$10
them.
a month.
Yeah,
That would be
I think we're gonna
fun.
strike a deal with them, with the agency, and try to get something cheap for all of you guys.
Ooh.
That hopefully the agency could possibly pay
How do
for
I
it.
get prettier? I'm kind of ugly.
Shri
Lindsay, you're gorgeous.
Ray says, is it fine to put on some mascara at an open call, or is it literally no makeup?
Mascara's okay. I don't
Yeah,
see. Just don't overdo it.
You want to do like I wore like a BB cream and like just
Yeah.
like evened out my skin tone, just kind of like presented my best natural
Mhm.
face.
Yeah. Presley asked, how do you put a portfolio together? Is it a folder with pictures and paper protectors?
He's overthinking it. You don't really need it for the model call.
For the call, no, you don't really
Yeah.
need it, and it's digital.
Yeah, don't overthink it. Just bring pictures so they can see you. It doesn't have to be like over the top
Did we get to meet
portfolio.
Elber in October?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you will get to meet me in October. I will be there.
You will get to shake
Yes.
his hand.
Biggest turn off when a scout first meets a model.
What do you say?
Biggest turn off for when a scout meets a model.
Wow, biggest turnoff. I was a model that is stuck up and snooty,
And doesn't know anything about the agency.
and doesn't
Or the
know
clients,
anything about
whatever.
about the agency. So we actually had models in the past that audition, and they know absolutely nothing about EI. Like they can't remember when they even applied. Like we're like, okay, why are you here? You know, they don't even know that we're an equal opportunity model agency. So it's like, that's not a good sign. So that does. I don't care how good of a model, how beautiful or handsome they are. That could possibly hinder them from being signed. Also, their personality is really important. So if they come in and they're really stuck up, like, oh yeah, I know I got this, and like, no, humble yourself a little bit.
Yeah, confidence is important.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Hit Spain asked, do you have any required measurements?
But no.
I don't think so.
No required measurements.
Nah, bruh.
Nah,
Tree
nah.
Ray, irrelevant. Do you guys believe in the Illuminati?
I mean,
Um,
That's a good question. Go ahead.
No.
Probably not.
I don't
Is
know.
this the Illuminati?
No.
Next question.
Live fun 2 underscores. Do you guys scout in public? That would be so cool.
Not necessarily. If I find a model that's really has a great look, will I just walk past them? Sometimes yeah, sometimes not. It really just depends on the aspiring model.
Who was it? In New York, you were doing that fashion show in Times Square, and then you saw.
Oh yeah, that's how we scouted Jacob.
Yeah.
We scouted him through in New York. So yeah, in Times Square, and that was like 2.5 years ago. Yeah. So we have done it in the past, but it's not often.
Be Penny with 5 E's says, where can I submit pictures? Online.
Yeah.
On the
Online.
website.
Make sure you submit
It's in
before.
And
the
they
link
can
in
do
the
a
bio.
DM too.
Yes.
But
Read-
we
Slide
don't
into
always
DMs.
open the DMs.
Read-
We only open the ones that we're interested in. I'm sorry.
Read Robertson 12. Chalita, should I apply? Yes.
Sure. Okay.
What time is
Little
it?
Lisa, Chalita, why does your hair look so different?
I
Is
created
this
it last
his
night,
song?
and then I
Right
just
now.
left it.
Yeah, this Chalita's
This
fan
is
group.
Chalita's
What?
show.
The Chalita show.
Yeah, really.
And guests.
And Elbert.
And Albert.
We're taking over.
Been about
That's about it.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
take
About
one,
30
we'll
minutes.
take one more question.
one more question.
Sheree.
Do you guys?
Wait, someone besides Sheree. She has all the questions.
Sheree, step back. Just kidding. Just kidding. Presley B. Oh no, that's just a thank you.
I'm good open call. Or
Let him read
You're
out his
welcome.
comment. Yeah,
Yes,
shout
thank
him
you all
out.
so much for the advice. Sadly, I have to go. Hopefully to see you guys in October. We'll be
course.
here.
See you.
I'll be here.
Bye.
Should I submit and go to open call or just one or the other? You do both.
You can do both. Yeah.
Yeah,
most
That's what I
definitely.
did.
DY.
Because even if you get like even if
You
you
also
submit and then he says
one
like
of our new
they want to see you in
models,
person.
actually.
Oh, that's
So-
nice.
That we he used to be with and then he just came back recently.
Just
Mhm.
model pay or agency pay?
He said you all seem pretty cool. Hi, Dustin.
Hi.
Sherelle Garel. Is there a difference between a modeling agency and a model management?
Yes, there is. I would actually. That's a really good question. That was a really good question. There is a difference, and the difference is not. There's two big differences in a model agency and model management. A model agency more so does the booking side of things for a model, versus a management actually manages the whole entire aspect of a model's career. Another big difference in management and agency is the fee, a booking fee that the agency takes from the model. What that fee is, it's actually higher for management. They take higher fees from the model's bookings. Lower fees come from agencies because agencies don't really do as much as a model management does for a model's career. So that's the main big difference. Yeah.
What he said.
But that's it.
Follow us on Instagram.
Thank you guys.